Good morning, everybody. This is Carol from TopazMoon Design. This morning I am going to show you the bracelet that I was working on a couple of videos ago. It's now finished and I repaired the damage that I did to it when I was wielding the pliers in my fists of fury. So that came up pretty well. It's quite a small size and I've used the sort of greenish or neutral stone beads on that one. I have attached the hook to the first earring. I know it's actually fallen off. There it is. So I'll just try that again and maybe adjust the camera a little bit so everything stays in shot, particularly my hands, because if there are any people here that like to watch the jewelry making, they'll be able to see what I'm doing properly. I'm not sure which end I need to attach this to, so I'm just going to put it aside for now and start work on its sister, attaching dangles. I also want to make some pearl dangle earrings, but the pearls are very small and these 21 gauge jump rings just don't fit through. So I have found some nice skinny 22 gauge wire which will fit a little bit better, but they don't have the head and I have to do a little twist at the end to stop the bead from falling through. So I might demonstrate that a little bit later. So for now, I'm just going to continue attaching dangles to the chain, which is already attached to the earring hook. This morning, I fell out of bed at about 5 a.m. It was ridiculously early to rush out and feed the cats and take my vitamins, make coffee and breakfast and go to the TV and put on the live stream of Funky Town. It was very illuminating. Hello, Peanut. You want to say hello? No, she doesn't. Well, she wants to whinge at me and she wants to call me Nicole. Sometimes she just goes, Nicole, Nicole. I'm like, who is Nicole? Why do you keep summoning her? Both my cats are quite senior. So Peanut is 17 years old and Bootsy is 17 and a half years old. And they both have their little, they're both quite healthy, but they both have their, hello Peanut, have their little moments of senior dementia. Bootsy sometimes wanders around the house calling, crying out as if she's a bit lost, and it breaks my heart, those mournful meows, because Bootsy's a sweetheart. Oh look, see what's going on here. All right, these earring hooks are not very secure, are they? They're making me look bad. Anyway, I'm going to continue as if nothing happened there. So the live stream this morning, it was like a who's who of interesting YouTube people and jewelry resellers. So Jason Adams, who is a superstar in the jewelry reselling YouTube world, in my opinion, was there and everyone was shouting him out. Oh, hi, hi, hi. Everyone was so thrilled that he was in there, and he seemed to be having a nice time. So shout out to him. Crazy Lamp Lady Jocelyn was there. Quite a few of the Reddit Memos were there, and Rebecca was the one being interviewed by Memo on the Funky Town live stream. So all the shady shenanigans that we thought was going down in the Good Stuff thrift store with all that rounding up for charity, that was explained to us. So it does sound like Nitch was just lining her pockets with the roundups, and she was really an arsehole to everybody that she dealt with on a professional basis, be it landlord, fellow resellers, people who came into her store, people who donated stuff to her. She's just an entitled arsehole. The way she treats people is absolutely horrible. Or as she says, horrible. I was a horrible boss. Yeah, you were, Danny. You were. But we didn't realise the extent of it. And you're an arsehole, basically. You act like an arsehole. And your daughter, Jordan, who had our Reddit taken down and did all that nonsense with the cutting and pasting, and you dum-dum, Jordan. You made this subject bigger than it ever could hope to be. Thank you, Mimo and Funky Town, for that. It was very, very good. Very good. Everyone had a good time. There was some questionable people in there, people who I question their motives and their integrity. Associates, previous associates of Nitch, who still haven't come clean about why they stuck around. I'm not going to name their names because I'm not going to give them the engagement that they would get from that, you know. But they know who they are. And of course, one of them was all about her in the chat. Me, look at me. Oh, me. You called us horrible, horrible people, Dawn. You don't get a free pass. You can go fuck yourself, honey. And I mean that with all sincerity. If you can find someone to fuck you, I don't know. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That's mean. All right, I recant that. Please don't sue me. I don't have anything. Those boots that I was trying to break in the other day, not all leather like they were sold to me. I had to return them because where the plastic part met the leather part, there was a hole. So I took them back to the shop, who of course didn't have any suitable replacements for me in my size because I wasn't going to buy the same thing again. And they gave me a credit note, which I will spend when I come back from my vacation. So today I am going to have the good sushi for lunch and buy a new pair of boots, paid for by some lucky money that I won in the horse racing yesterday. So I follow 2 trainers. I'm very disciplined in my betting. I allow myself $100 a month to play, and I don't always need to deposit the $100, so I usually win and just keep playing off my winnings. Only when my account is down to nil will I top it up. So at the beginning of this month, I had to top up my account. It was pretty much nil. So I put in the $100, I think it was either on the 2nd or the 3rd of August. So that was the first time since May that I had to top up my account. And now I'm happy to say there's $400 in my betting account. So I'm going to buy some new boots and go to lunch. Very happy with that. Back to Nitch. I don't know how you're going to get out of this one, Danny. Your word salads, your TED Talks, your lives to the camera, crying about the haters. It's lost its shine. It's lost its shine. I know you still have your Susan Hagens and your Kathy Nesses and your Melissas. I mean, you were disparaging towards Melissa. The one that you always say, oh, she has my back. She does all the work for me. She does all the this, all the that, all my inventory because you're too lazy to. And you think you're too important to do your own reselling work. You're just so ridiculous, woman. And yet you try and teach people. Now, I was trying to explain something in my last video when I was putting these earrings together. I said, and that's the reason why, and then I got off on a tangent. And I realised what I was trying to say. Reselling is a very hard game. There's a lot of cleaning involved. There's a lot of display and photographing and listing involved. And I don't do that because I'm lazy. And that's the reason why I have a garage sale. Now, all the stuff that I have for sale is lovely and on display in my garage. And my garage looks like a little shop, a little second-hand shop. And that's the way I wanted it because I can't afford rent on a shop. I'm already paying rent here, so I might as well use the garage. I don't have a car. And that's it for me. If it's not in the house on display or being used, it's in the garage for sale. And I have stopped buying now. I'm very cognizant of the fact that I haven't sold much this year. My health has improved a lot since I started getting acupuncture treatments for my old lady problems like knee and hip pain. But Danny, what's your excuse? Is it the Crohn's? Is that why you can't work? Is that why you can't do your own shipping? Is that why you can't do your own photographing and listing? Is that why you burn through money at a rate of knots? Is that why you burn through friends at a rate of knots? Friends that you pay to do your dirty work, and then you say to them, oh, call them your employees. Yeah, I discussed that last time. You're such a fraud, and your house of cards is very likely to come crashing down because of all the attention that is now on you. How are you going to explain this? What TED Talk? What word salads have you got to use? I'm very much looking forward to it. And you know who else was in the chat today of that live stream? It must have been very cathartic for Rebecca to unload like that. But Vad is Rad was in the chat. Vanessa, the superstar of calling out bullshit resellers on YouTube. I cannot wait for your live stream tomorrow, Vad. And I want to say a big thank you to all my Reddit friends who continue to support me. Ronnie and Aldi and Fairly and Physical, Certain Bet, all you people out there in YouTube land, thank you. I'm up to 200 subscribers now, and I'm actually really thrilled with that. I'm never going to be a professional YouTuber, nor do I want to be. Anyway, have a lovely day, everyone. I'm off to do other things now. The house is a bit of a mess. I need to get my shit sorted before I leave for the States, which is in 8 days' time. Okay, bye-bye, everyone. Cindy, I love you. I love your guts, woman. I can't wait to meet you face to face. Bye.